So throughout the first, I don't know, 14 years of my life, I barely ate. I ate like the minimum amount required to stay alive. I ate so little, I would literally eat half of the food on the plate and then take like those paper things that you wipe with, and I would cover it up, and then I would put it in the garbage so my father wouldn't see that I threw away all that food. And every time my mother would pack me sandwiches to school, I would just throw them in the trash so she would think I've ate them all every single day. Day in and day out. I always forgot to eat. I never ate. I was extremely picky. And you can tell, right? Look how skinny my wrists are. And that's from years of not giving them enough nourishment. And I'm really trying to change that. And honestly, to change that, just eating more has made one every area of my life is insane, because I was used to be so skinny because I just didn't eat. I don't know, I didn't like it. So, and fast forward maybe a year from a year ago, um I told my mom, okay, I'm going to eat four sandwiches every single day with tuna, which is extremely dense in protein. It's extremely healthy, and I just said to myself, I'm going to eat it. And it was very, very hard at the start, but slowly but surely, I actually managed to eat that. And so this is basically how you actually get your food in, even though you're in school, you're a teenager, you can't actually cook because your mother cooks all the food for you. So how do you actually go about getting enough protein and calories in as a teenager? Because that is one of the biggest impacts you will have on your growth, is when you actually take better care of your body by eating. And so here's what you gotta do. So first of all, you gotta bring your own food to school. I don't care if the school is up until, I don't know, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. even. You need to make your own food for school. I do it too. You need to do it. Take some responsibility, and you need to prepare that food a day ahead or in the morning, and prepare the food for the whole day for school. Don't buy at the cafeteria. I don't give a fuck if you're rich. Cafeteria is very, very low quality processed food. And I know you're all gonna say, yeah, I'm not going to do it, but then you're actually going to buy the food in the cafeteria. So listen to me. Next time you walk to the cafeteria, remember what I said. If you eat in the cafeteria, you're a bitch, you're fat, you're lazy, you're ugly. Just look at that guy that walks there. Look at the people who work at the cafeteria. Do you want to end up like them? No, they don't eat at the cafeteria. Okay? Got that down? So what do you actually prepare? It's pretty simple. So you want dense, you want a lot of protein. That's like the main goal. No matter if you're bulking or cutting, no matter if you're trying to gain weight, lose weight, you will always want to eat as much protein as possible. And there's literally no way that you get too much protein in. It's just, even if you're on a carnivore diet, still you need like a lot of protein, like 4 times the daily amount needed for it to cause like problems. So there's no such thing as too much protein, because I thought that too, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm eating too much protein. No, you're always eating less. And as a rule of thumb, if you use kg, then you need to eat 2 times your weight in kg. So let's say you weigh 60 kg, you need to eat 60 times 2, which is 120 grams of protein per day. And let's say you I don't know, 120 pounds, then that means you need 120 grams of protein. Alright, that's a pretty simple equation. You don't have to, it's okay if you miss it by like a 5 gram of protein margin. Alright, it doesn't that matter that much. But just as a general rule of thumb, just how you couldn't get the protein. So tuna is the best thing I found about so far. It crushes the competition. It is so easy to make. You just buy those tuna cans. Just ask your mother, "Oh, mom, can you buy me like 5 tuna cans?" Just eat it. Like one tuna can, it's 25 grams of protein. That's a lot. That means that like 3 of those are going to set you up so good. So what you gotta do? So depending on like where you live and what food you prefer, so put in a sandwich. I always just copy what I do if it works for you, because it's pretty easy. I use a sandwich. I use a pita bread, which is kind of like a Middle Eastern food. If you don't have it in your country, just use toast or something, whatever carb bread you want. Just have it with tuna, and for the taste, because tuna doesn't have much taste, even if you get the tuna in oil, just add in mayonnaise, mix it all up, chuck it in. It's extremely easy to eat. The only problem is that it smells bad, and so I wouldn't recommend eating it for like too long inside a confined space, because it can smell, and like some of your classmates may hate you and stuff. So yeah, just go outside, bro. You should actually leave the class anyway, so just don't like be smelly and weird about it. If your school has a built-in cafeteria that you're like required to use and it's free, like in like the movies, honestly, your best bet is just to fill up your plate with as much protein as possible, even if you don't like it. Again, like I said in my how to bulk up as a skinny kid, don't just overthink it and be picky. Just think of it as exercise. It's pretty easy. Right, so if you have like a built-in cafeteria and you must eat the food from there, just focus on getting as much protein in as possible. Like take like only the meat and stuff, and maybe eggs. Eggs are also a really good source of protein. Another really good trick is, if you actually have the privilege, just use protein shakes. One protein shake per day will be honestly enough to add your daily protein intake, and it's really good for guys that bulk too. If you're trying to bulk, if and you need those extra calories, then one protein shake every single morning will just tick that box immediately. There's a ton of recipes online, but in short, it's just some kind of fruit or frozen fruit or juice with some kind of scoop and maybe some more stuff. That's it. Another really good way of getting protein is eggs. If you take eggs and you make scrambled eggs and you just shove it in with scrambled eggs and some kind of ham or whatever you want to shove it with, easy grams of protein. You can use egg whites if you're like really hardcore. You don't have to though. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. I'll give you some tips and tricks. So no matter what food you choose, it's not going to be fun all the time. And a lot of the time you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to eat it. Just view it as reps, bro. Just think of it as another part Eating is no longer something you do for fun or enjoyment. You do it just to gain the calories and the protein. It's like a quest you have to do in the game, but it isn't fun, but you do it to unlock some other fun stuff. Okay, you just have to do it. It's like a non-gun show. It's like brushing your teeth. Nobody genuinely enjoys brushing their teeth, right? You don't actually, if you could have like do this and have nice teeth without brushing them, you would do it, right? But you enjoy having white teeth, so you brush your teeth anyway, and you get used to it. It's the same thing here. And another big tip is progressively overload the food. Maybe start not with like double your food intakes. Let's say you want to bulk, so not double your food intake, but add a little bit more, and then a little bit more when your body gets used to it. And another pro tip, eat it in big chunks. So I used to eat my food in like a little spoon, but no. So on diets, this is what they actually do. They use small plates and small spoons, because basically the longer it takes you to eat, the more satisfying the meal would be, and you'll just eat it and not be hungry. So that's why they usually eat with like a small spoon, and they wait between every single stick, every all those guys like that. So if you want to bulk, do the opposite of that, and like take the whole bread and just chuck it into your mouth and just chew. That's a really good tip. Try and time it and have it at like the exact same time, and that's going to be bellissimo. You're going to have it much easier. Um. So yeah, that is how you actually get your protein in while you're still in school. If your parents cook for you, just ask them to do those stuff. If you actually have like some cooked raw meals, again, just protein is the way to go. If you actually want to cut, so I have less experience with cutting, but just eat less, and that's how you'll get those like, less calories needed. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that and found it valuable.